Let me just record this one. Okay, wait lang. Habang hinahanap ko. Alright, so can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So as you can see, hindi pa to PDF. Nasa PowerPoint pa lang siya kasi marami pa tayong sasagutan mamaya mga examples. So yung bibigay ko sa inyo mamaya, after neto, lahat, itong 29 slides na to, will be a PDF. Okay, para hindi na ma-edit or hindi na magulo. Alright, so the next topic would be language of relations and functions. Okay, so this one is now chapter 2.3. Alright, so the first one that you guys need to know are the sets, or what are the types of sets. Okay, so nabanggit ko na to last meeting. Meron tayong empty set or null set, and then meron na rin nagtanong kung ano bang pinagkaiba ng empty set or null set. And then I think he searched on the Google, and then he found out that they are just the same. Okay, so empty set or null set is a set which does not contain any element. Okay, so it is called an empty set. Okay, wait lang, baba ko lang to para makita ko. Okay, or the null set or the void set, and it is denoted by this one. Okay, this is a symbol of or null or empty set. Okay, so this one is read as P. Pero dito, kapag nakita nyo to, sabihin na lang is null, okay, or empty, so it's fine. So in raster form, P is denoted by this curly bracket. Okay, an empty set is a finite set. So of course, finite yan kasi meron siyang iisa or nabibilang mo lang yan. Okay? Hindi siya pwede maging infinite. Since the number of elements in an empty set is finite, for example, 0. Okay, wherein walang laman. So for example, the set of whole numbers less than 0. Okay, so when we say whole numbers, so I put an example here, wherein when we say whole number covers 0 and then a positive number. Okay, so any number that is less than 0 is of course negative, which is not a whole number anymore. That is why this one is an empty set. Okay, it is a set wherein contains nothing since wala naman talagang element na meron doon. Okay, so I hope this one is clear. Oops. Wala kayong marinig?
Meron, sir.
Meron po.
I'm not sure kasi may message ako ni Miss Geraldine. Hindi ko nababanggitin yung last name. Wala daw siya marinig. Paki-check na lang yung speaker. Baka hindi malakas masyado. Paki-max na lang. Okay. Alright. So, I hope maayos mo yan as soon as possible. Okay. So, next one. So, another example of empty set or null set. So, as you can see right here, we have a natural numbers or letter N. So I hope you guys are already familiar with this one. This is the symbol of natural numbers. Okay, wherein X is an element of natural numbers ranging from 3 to 4. Oops, 3 to 4, okay? So this one is another example of an empty set. Since a natural number is of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then hindi naman pwedeng 3.5 or 3.8 or anything that is between 3 and 4. So this one is an example of an empty set. Okay. So another example is let A is equal to X is ranging from 2 to 3, or you can treat this one as greater than 2 or less than 3. Okay. Wherein X is a natural number. So here, A is an empty set because there is no natural number between 2 and 3. So it's quite similar with this one. Napalitan lang yung range. Okay. So another example is let B such that X is a composite number less than 4. Okay. So kung alam niyo yung definition ng composite, good for you. Okay. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, I have a backup here. Okay, so a composite number is a positive integer that can be formed by multiplying two smaller positive integers. Equivalently, it is a positive integer that has at least one divisor other than 1 and itself. So kung papansinin nyo, 4 is a composite number since pwede nating mabuo to or makagawa ng 4 out of 2 times 2 other than 1 times 4, okay? Kasi yun yung parang rules dito, other than 1 and itself. And 3, hindi naman yun composite number since ang multiplier lang para ma-form mo yung 3 is 1 times 3. So same with 2, 1 times 2 and then 1 times 1. So that is why this letter B or set B is a null set or an empty set, okay? So just take note that this one, P is not equal to this one, okay? So this is a set wherein it contains 0, okay? So this one has an element wherein it contains 0, okay? And then the cardinal number of an empty set is 0, okay? This one has a cardinal number of 1 since it has one element, okay? All right, so next one is Singleton set. Any questions so far regarding with this one? And?
Wala, sir.
All right, so next one is very obvious. The same with this one, empty, doesn't contain anything. Singleton contains one element, okay, from the word single. Okay, so it is a set which contains one element is called Singleton set. So for example, X is neither prime nor composite, okay? So it is a singleton set containing one element. So there is one element wherein, of course, this one is not a prime. This one is not also a composite. Okay, since kapag sinabi natin composite, dapat yung itself niya at saka 1 lang. Pero dito kasi parang nalabag niya yung isang batas kasi naulit na yung itself wherein 1 times 1. Oops, nasa na yun? Ayan. So this one is not counted as composite. Same with prime. Okay. Next example is P. So X is a whole number wherein X is less than 1. So again, when we say whole number, kasama yung 0. Okay. So meron siyang element pero 0 lang. Okay. So you cannot say that negative 1 is a whole number because that's already an integer. Okay. So when we say whole number, 0 and then above. Okay, hindi pwedeng 0 and below. Okay, so this set contains only one element, 0 and is a singleton set. Another example is X is an element of natural numbers and X squared is equal to 4. So natural numbers, so 1, positive 1 hanggang infinite. Okay, pero we have another condition wherein X squared is equal to 4. So we should find or look for natural number X wherein kapag nilagay ko dito is equal to 4. And kung papansin niyo, isa lang yung number na yon. Though, meron pang isa which is the negative 2, but that one is not a natural number anymore. Okay? This one is not strictly for natural, not for integer. Okay? So, value lang neto is 2, positive 2. That's why this one is a singleton set. Okay, so another example is let B, X is an even prime number. Okay, so kung titignan nyo mga example, search na lang siguro para mas mabilis. And then meron akong reserva dito kung just in case hindi nyo maintindihan kung ano yung prime number. Okay, so just read this one. So, this is my example ng prime number is 2. Okay, wherein that is the only prime number. Okay, na even prime number. Okay, so that's why this letter B is a singleton set. Okay, so hindi na tayo masyado magtatagal dito. Ang pinaka-point lang ng singleton is kapag merong isang element dun sa isang set, we call that one singleton. Okay? Next one is finite set. So when we say finite, to make it short, nabibilang. Okay? You can count it like literally 1 to 1 million. Like it has a limit. Okay? So I hope very clear to. I think no need nang i-explain to. Basta pag nabibilang niyo yung nasa loob ng set, finite na yan. Okay? Next one is infinite set. Okay? So this is the complete opposite of finite. So pag sinabi natin infinite, of course, you cannot list all the elements. It's infinite nga eh. Okay. Malilist mo siguro, pero yun, gagamit ka na ng that, which is not, hindi na siya talagang legitimate na finite since gumamit ka na ng that, hindi mo alam kung kailan magtatapos. Okay, so I hope this one is super clear. When we say infinite, never-ending elements. Okay? Next one is cardinal number of a set. So when you say cardinal, it is the number of distinct elements in a given set A. It's called the cardinal number of A. So it is denoted by number of elements or number of elements of this set. Oops, nangyari. Pindot ko yung F5. And nalagyan natin to. Okay, so for example, we have an element X where it is a natural number. So another condition is it is ranging from or X is less than or hindi pala, X is greater than 5. Okay, and then take note natural numbers ulit to. So this one is ranging from 1 to infinite. Okay, and then dito meron tayong limitation wherein up to 5 only. So starting from 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 4 lang. Ayan. So hindi nakasama since less than 5 dapat. Okay, so this one has a cardinality of 4. Okay, so when we say cardinal, it is a count of elements inside of that set. So just basically, yung bilang lang. Okay, so another example is B is equal to set of letters in the word algebra. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you're going to put it in a roster form wherein B is a set of the word algebra or letters algebra. So kung papansin nyo, natanggal yung isang A. Okay? Kasi sa set, wala dapat na ulit. Okay? So dito, from 7 to 6 na lang. Okay? Baka kasi malito kayo minsan kapag sinabi nating letters in the word algebra, baka isama niyo yung itong A na to, dalawa. So kapag may naulit, kapag set, dapat tinatanggal yung naulit. Okay? Just take note on that one. Dapat sa set, walang maulit. That is why on this one, 6 letters lang meron tayo instead of 7. Okay? So again, cardinal is the count of elements inside of that set. Okay, so any questions so far?
None, sir. Answer.
Wala naman po.
Okay, all right, so that's good. So if you guys have a question or clarification, so let me know as soon as possible para ma-explain ko na kagad-agad. Okay? All right, so next one is equivalent sets. So when we say equivalent, so those are two sets, say A and B, are said to be equivalent if their cardinal number is the same. So alam nyo na yung meaning ng cardinal. So pag sinabi natin cardinal, it's the count of elements. Okay, so no matter what is the value or what is inside of that set, as long as yung count nila is, let's say, 3 yung count dito sa set na to, and then 3 din yung count dito sa another set, equivalent na yung tawag natin doon. Though, they are not equal. Okay? So yun yung pinagkaiba ng equivalent sa equal. Okay? So when we say equivalent, the one you're comparing is the count of elements. Okay? And then here's their symbol. So one means equivalent. Okay, so just take note on that one. And then ito na yung sinasabi siguro na ninyo or nasa isipin nyo. Kapag sinabi natin equal, ito na yung two sets wherein they have equal or the same elements. Okay, ito na yung pinaka-eksakto talaga. So every element of A is in element of B. Every element of B is in every element. Gulo naman nito. Every element of A is an element of B. And every element of B is an element of A. Ayan. Okay, so yung element dito meron din dito. Yung element dito meron din dito. Just like this one. Okay, so we have P, Q, R, S, and then P, S, R, Q, which are just the same. So no, nagkabaliktad lang yung R at saka S natin. At saka yung P din pala. Yung Q, Q. Okay, so therefore, A is equal to B. So take note, ito yung symbol ng equal natin. Okay, for equivalent, ito yung symbol. Okay, 2 arrow. Alright, so question so far? So I hope hindi kayo ma-confuse dito sa dalawang to. Question? Wala naman.
Answer.
Opo.
Okay, next one is universal sets. Okay, so when we say universal, it is a set of all elements under consideration denoted by capital U. Okay, so etong symbol na to, parang special case to. Pag sinabi natin U set, universal set na to. Okay? So all other sets are subsets of the universal set. So from the word universal, so it's like, it has its own universe. So imagine nyo na lang itong rectangle na to, yan yung universe natin. Wherein we have a planet A and then planet B. Okay? So lahat ng nandito is under universal U or set U. Okay? So ito yung parang kumpleto na element na meron tayo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this planet, it contains 1, 2, 5, 6, which can be found on the universal set. Same with letter B, which is 3 and 9, which can also be found on set U. Okay? So yung iba dyan, yung hindi nakasama dito, kung papansin nyo, 4 and then 8 and then 7. So imagine those things are like stars or meteors or kahit ano man kung ano meron dyan. So under pa rin siya ng universal set. Okay, so ganoon naman pag universal. So parang siya yung pinaka-basis natin. Lahat ng nasa kanya meron din sa gulo na. Lahat ng mga meron sa subsets meron sa kanya or mahahanapan sa kanya. Okay? So think of a universal set is the big picture or the universe. It includes everything under consideration or everything that is relevant to the problem you have. So in example above, we have A is a subset of U and then B is a subset of U. Okay. So note that subsets A and B do not overlap. So these sets are disjoint. So as you can see here, dapat maghiwalay sila. Hindi sila nag-overlap. Okay. So next one is subset. So na-discuss na natin to last meeting since hindi tayo nag-meet last meeting. Okay, meron kasi emergency nangyari. So kaya hindi tayo nakapag-meet. Anyway, subset, ito yung symbol ng subset. So set A is a subset of set B if and only if every element in A is also in B. Okay? So meron na akong example dito. We have set A, set B, set C, set D, and then set E. Okay, and then ito yung mga equivalent answers nila wherein B, C, D, and E, ito na yun, C, D, and E are the subsets of A. Bakit? Lahat ng element ng B, C, D, E can be found on the superset. Actually, yung tawag na natin yan is superset A. Okay, hindi siya universal pero superset lang. So the same with this one, B is a subset of A. C is a subset of B or C is a subset of A. Okay? Basta, pag meron tong set na to dito sa superset, subset na yun. Then one more thing, hindi ko yata nadagdag last meeting. So, a set can be a subset of itself. Okay? Ayan. So, dagdag ko lang. Oops, equals pala yung ginamit ko dito. So, a set can be a subset of itself. C is a subset of itself, and then B is a subset of itself, and then E is a subset of itself. Okay, since yung naman neto is nasa sarili niya na, so you can call that one a subset. Okay, yun naman yung pinagkaiba ng proper subset natin. Okay, so when we say proper subset, so the same lang din, lahat dapat ng element mahahanap po dun sa superset, pero dapat merong isang wala. So, yun na yung pwede natin sabihin na a subset can be a subset of itself, but a proper subset cannot be a subset or a proper subset of itself. Since dapat hindi parehas na parehas, meron dapat isang nawawala. Like for example, this one. So, this one is a proper subset of letter A. Since wala tayong H, wala rin tayong letter B. Okay? Wala tayong ano pa ba. So, pwede ako magdagdag dito. Isa lang, let's say H. Ayan. Pero hindi ko na pwedeng idagdag yung letter B kasi hindi na siya magiging proper subset. Okay? Subset na siya, pero hindi na siya proper subset. So, dapat merong isang wala dito sa letter B na hindi mahanap dito. Okay? So, same with letter C. So, C is a proper subset of B. D is a proper subset of C. E is a proper subset of D. Okay? So, any questions so far?
Sir, yung nasa B, ay yung nasa C na B, wala po sa B.
C is a proper subset of B.
Wala po yung B sa D.
I, tama. Kasi dito sa proper subset, at least one. So kapag dalawa yung wala, okay lang. As long as merong isa, let's say ito, letter, ano ba ang kwan dito? So,
So I mean yung element ng C na B, wala po dun sa element ng B. Yung bit po na yan, di ba may B
oo
po?
nga. Ano ba dapat to? A na lang. Ayan. Yan, thank you. So, pwedeng ganyan, let's say, dalawa lang and then dalawa yung wala. Pero hindi pwedeng may isang nawawala. Okay? Or may isang naiiba. Like, kanina is dito. Okay? So, dapat lahat to is nahahanapan niya dun sa superset. So, thank you for that one. So, palitan natin to ng H. N. So, merong H, merong I, merong T, pero walang A.
Pati
Okay,
po sa kabila kanina.
Ano yan?
Sa kabila po meron din pong ganun kanina, yung ginawa niyo.
Kamali yata ako dito VIT. O nga. IT. Pinalitan ko kasi ito noon. Tapos kinapi ko lang dito. Okay. Balik ko. Ayan. So, walang H, walang E, B, H. Ayan. Bit. Bit. IT can be substitute this one. H. Hindi eh. Dito pwede. Dapat bit to bit. Ayan. And then, lipat ko na nga lang dito para hindi magulo. Ayan. Bit. Okay. So, meron pa. Thank you for that one. Ito naman, okay lang ba to? H-I-T, I-T-T. Okay lang yan. Okay. So, kagaya ng sinasabi ko kanina, ang proper subset, dapat hindi kumpleto dun sa superset. Dapat merong isa na wala dun sa proper subset. Okay. So, next one is a superset. So, ito na yung, actually, parang binaliktad lang yung sign. Okay. So, A is a superset of B, wherein A contains all the elements of that set, this set letter B. Okay. Like this one, A is the superset of B, A is a superset of C, A is a superset of D, and then A is a superset of E. Okay? Or pwede nyo rin gawin to, C is a superset of D or C is a superset of E. As long as yung nandito sa right side natin, ito, is mahahanapan mo yung element niya dun sa left side. Okay? So that's a superset. Any questions so far?
Sir, pwede po kayo magbigay ng isa pang example ng superset?
Ano ba? Bigyan niyo ako ng data. Pa bang pwede natin example? X is equal to
Number siguro, sir.
and then we have another set, Y is equal to yan. Okay. So, can we say that X is superset of Y?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So this one is true. This one. Can we say that C is a superset, X is a superset of C?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
This one is false. Since dito sa set na to, hindi natin mahanap yung 5. Okay? So, dapat sa superset, meron lahat siya nung subset niya. Okay? Meron, at like your y, meron siya nung 2, 1 dito. So, we can say that x is a superset of y. But this one, so C is not a superset of x since hindi natin mahanap yung 5. Okay, ano ba ba? Okay, another set. Pwede rin to. Okay, so can we say that X is a superset of D?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this one is true since lahat ng element ng parang subset natin, oops, di ko nalagay ito, subset D can be found on your superset X. Okay, so at the same time, you can say that this one is a subset or X is a subset of D. Okay? Pero hindi mo matatawag na proper subset to kasi kumpleto silang dalawa. Okay? So, okay na? Medyo gets nyo na ba yung concept? As long as yung subset natin, yung subset, ano yan? So, as long as yung subset natin can be found on your superset. So, yun yung pinaka-concept. And then, just take note that this is the symbol of superset. Right, so any questions so far?
None, sir.
Okay, so wala namang nag-chat. Okay, so I hope the others also understand this one. Right, so next one is relation. Okay, so when we say relation, so let's have two sets. Okay, A and B sets. Then a relation R from A to B is a subset of A times B. Given an ordered pair, X, Y. So let's say your A is the X and then B is the Y. Okay, or we can say that this is your domain and then this is your codomain. Okay, so in A times B, X is related to Y by R. So when we say R, so this is the relation. Like for example, X is the subset of Y. A is a subset of Y. A is the universal set of Y. Ano pa ba? Yung mga set na sinabi ko kanina. A is a proper subset of Y. So that's the relationship. Okay? Written X or Y. Okay? If and only if X, Y is in relation. Okay? So we have a condition for that one before you can say that they are in relation with each other. So the set A is called the domain of R and the set B is called its codomain. Hindi ko naging nakulaan yan. Ayan, codomain. Okay, so this is your domain and then this is your codomain. So imagine this one as partners. Like we have relations. Like for example, you and your boyfriend. So ang relationship yung dalawa is mag-shota kayo. And then you and your other friends. So ang relation yung dalawa is magkaibigan kayo. Okay? So marami tayong klase ng relation. Okay? So the notation for a relation R may be written symbolically as follows. X or Y means that element X, Y is an element of relation or they are in relation with each other. Those two elements. Okay? And then the notation X is not, actually dapat kwanto eh. Hindi ko lang kasi mahanap yung symbol na R na may slash. Okay? Kaya ang nilagay ko dito is not. So X is not related to Y means that X is not related to Y. So naulit nga lang kasi nasabi na dito yung thought. Pero dapat tong R na to is may slash sa gitna wherein it's an indicator or it symbolizes that they are not related with each other. Okay? So X is not related to Y means that X, Y is not an element of R. Okay? So we will continue this one later on, yung example na susunod. Stop muna ngayon since 1 minute na rin natitirang oras. So again, wait 5 to 7 minutes since I have to convert this pre-recorded video. Okay, so sa mga may question, mamaya na kayo magtanong kapag nag-continue na tayo. Okay, so sa mga Pwede nang, ay gusto na mag-leave, pwede na kayo mag-leave. Okay, mamaya na ulit. Join na lang kayo ulit mamaya sa link na isasend ko sa Facebook page. Okay, so bye-bye for now.
Okay po, sir.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, so see you later. Bye-bye.
Victory!